Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to figure out why I was muted, but I don't know.
Where's everybody else? It's 2:00.
I don't know.
Oh, my thingy's off.
You what?
My computer is like off time.
Oof.
It's supposed to be today, isn't it?
Today? Yeah, I saw it on the thing.
Do you think she canceled it because we're not allowed to like learn new information?
No, I thought she was gonna record it and then like have like the regular class and record the rest of them.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Say that again, B.
I said I thought we would have regular class and then record the rest of them. Like she was gonna personally record them, but I don't know. She said she was gonna have regular classes though.
If we like text the remind thing, does it go straight to her?
I don't know.
Did anybody? Nope, nobody else joined.
Oh, it's only 1:58.
Because it said we were supposed to have it on the thing.
Uh-oh, what happened? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I clicked out. Yeah, today's the 25th, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna check my email and see if.
Okay.
Who's that?
Just record.
Oh. Hi.
Hey.
Hey. How have you been doing?
Pretty good.
Doing good.
Hey, Anna. Hey, Grayson.
Hey.
It sounds like you're an echo, Miss McClure.
Yeah, I want to go.
I can't hear you anymore.
I can't either.
All right, I'm going to go grab a set of headphones. Hold on.
Okay.
I know, my butt hurts, my back. Do y'all have any questions for me today?
Not that I can think of.
Let's take a walk, Richard.
Do you know like what's going on with biology at all? Because we haven't really gotten any work for them, like for Miss Clatterbutt.
Did you know her dad passed away?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't really talked to her much, but I don't know. I don't know if she's just trying to get herself together or what's going on.
Okay.
She also may be waiting for us to get the green light to go on with instruction, because we haven't gotten that green light yet, but I feel like we're going to get it this afternoon.
Right. Because they're, like, I know for regular school, they're supposed to keep sending us instruction, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I have a school board meeting this afternoon, so like we haven't even been able to get together to find out what's going on.
Right.
But I think we'll have more answers after today. Were y'all able to get the, let me check really quick. Did y'all have any questions on the derivatives of natural logarithm functions?
No, I actually understood that pretty well.
Awesome.
Like I watched I know I was in here for the like the online actual video, but I watched the video afterwards and I pretty much understood.
Good.
I just told Nathan we had it. I texted him. He said, "Oh dang, I forgot."
That's fine. I was gonna wait until next week.
Mhm.
I'm waiting to get the green light from Ms. Swain that we can go on.
So like you're not allowed to teach us any of the 5.2 stuff? Or like any new?
As of right now, she has told me no new concepts, but I know it's coming to where she's gonna let us. And we only have 2 lessons left.
Right.
We just need to do integration with natural logs, and then we need to do derivatives and intervals of exponential functions, and that's it.
Well, Miss Dr. Hurt is still letting, like, we still have our projects and stuff due for her, but I guess that's because she already gave it to us beforehand, and they're just books.
Yeah, just like the research project, we can work on that because we've been working on that since August.
Right.
Now, if y'all want to do integration of logs today, I'm fine with that.
So we for our final, that's optional, correct? And if we do it, it counts. Like we can't do it just to see.
Correct.
Okay. And then that's separate from the chapter 5 test.
Yes.
I don't mind learning it today, honestly.
All right, let's roll.
Nathan said it's not popping up on his phone. She said.
So tell him in Canvas, go to the dashboard, and then, well, go into calculus, and then on the left-hand side of the screen where you see modules, there should be a zoom button there now. If you click on that zoom button, the meeting should be in there where he can click on the link.
Okay. Okay, I told him.
Wonder where everybody else is.
I texted Hannah, but she doesn't get it unless she's like on her computer.
they can always watch it later.
Yeah. There he is.
Hey, Nathan.
Good morning.
How are you? Good morning. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
it
Nathan.
feels like morning. Hey, Jordan.
Hey.
Hey, Nathan.
Hey.
All right. So let's see. Let me pull up the screen. I'm going to try to share my screen. Let's see. Hey, April.
What's up?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and do the 5.2. Can y'all see my screen now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes, ma'am.
Calculus. Mhm.
All right. At any point, if you cannot hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Remember when we had, if the derivative was 1 over x, the original function was the natural log of x. So if you were integrating 1 over x, the integral of that would be the ln of x plus c. Now notice that I put absolute value bars around the x, and I put them there because if you graph an exponential function, it's always positive. So we want to take care of that and make sure that it's always positive, and that's why we put the x inside the absolute value bars. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so if we have a problem like this, 2 over x dx, you can bring the 2 on the outside of the integral, and then you know that the integral of 1 over x is the ln of x plus c. Now let's go back and think about du substitution. If we have this problem right here, 1 over 4x minus 1, and the u is 4x minus 1, what would the derivative of 4x minus 1 be?
4.
Right. And so you know that we don't have the 4 here in front of the dx. So we are going to need to multiply by 4. And if we multiply by 4 here, we need to divide by 4 on the outside. Just like we did our u and our du substitution. So you would bring down the 1/4. This computer is doing the same thing that other one used to do. All right, so 1/4 times, and then let's do our u and du substitution. 4x minus 1 is our u, and 4 dx is our du. And you know that the integral of 1 over u is the ln of u plus your c. And then you would back solve and plug your u in. Everybody okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The next one is 3x squared plus 1 over x cubed plus x dx. So when you pick your u, you need to pick the one, it's obviously in this section, it's going to become your denominator, but you're going to want to pick what part of the function is, when you take the derivative, you're going to get the other piece, or you're going to pick for your u the one with the highest exponent. So for my u here, it's x cubed plus x, and the derivative of that is 3x squared plus 1. So this one actually works out pretty nicely because it all matches up. So your x cubed plus x becomes your u, and then your 3x squared plus 1 dx becomes your du. And the integral of 1 over u is the natural log of u plus c, and then you're going to back solve your u.
What did you say why they need it to be in the absolute value bars again?
Because the exponential function is always positive. It is always above the x-axis. So to make sure that our answers always stay positive, that's why we put it the absolute value bars around that. Okay, the next example is x over x squared plus 1 dx. So our u here is x squared plus 1, and our du is 2x dx. You do not have the 2 in front of your x, so you need to multiply by 2 here and divide by 2 on the outside. So that gives you 1/2 times the integral. 2x dx is your du, and x squared plus 1 is your u. So that's 1/2 times the natural log of u plus c. And then we're going to plug in our u for our final answer. Right, this next example is x plus 1 divided by x squared plus 2x. Your u is going to be x squared plus 2x. So what would your derivative be there?
2x plus 2.
2x plus 2. So how can we make 2x plus 2 match to the x plus 1?
Multiply by 2 at the top.
Okay. Because if I took a GCF out here, it would look like this.
Mm-hmm.
So if I multiply by 2 here and divide by 2 on the outside, you're going to have 1/2 times the integral 1 over u du. So I have 1/2 times the natural log of u plus c. And that gives me 1/2 times the natural log of x squared plus 2x plus c. Now, do you guys have your formula sheets where like your integrals or your derivatives? If you have those handy, you might want to get one of those out. I think it's on the pink sheet.
This one?
I can't see you.
It like has a bunch of.
Yeah, that's it, Nathan. Okay, so you're going to need it for this next problem. All right, we have secant squared x over the tan of x dx. So we need to decide what is our u and what is our du.
I think secant squared is the u, and then the tangent is the derivative.
All right, so look on your formula sheet. What is the derivative of secant squared?
Tan u plus c. So, yeah.
Okay, what's the derivative of tan?
I'm blind. I cannot see. Oh, the natural log of cosine plus c. I may be wrong. I really cannot see right now.
Well, I don't have it in front of me, so you're doing better than me.
I know I couldn't find mine either.
I'm looking at
Is
the
it on?
table.
Is it on?
Right, do you see right there, number 14? The integral of secant. What was that? The integral of secant squared on number 14. What that's saying?
It's tan u plus c. Yeah. It says tan u plus c.
What's the
One of the flagships of the other universities in Virginia.
at the top of that page? What's the derivative of tan?
All of them.
Is it
The
secant squared?
top of the page. Secant squared u to the u prime.
So the derivative. So we make our u tan. What's the derivative of tan?
Are you looking for that one?
Yep, that's it. So the derivative of tan is secant squared. So then it would match up. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Like, why did you start? I think I'm just confusing myself because I think I said when you asked the question that tan was u, but I don't know.
All right. So
But
look up at the top of that. Do you have that formula sheet in front of you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Look at the very top where the derivatives are
Mm-hmm.
and look at tangent.
Yes, 15. So,
Okay. What's the derivative of tan?
secant squared. So that's what I would look for. I would look for, yeah.
Yeah. Because when we pick out our u, then we have to take the derivative of u.
Okay. Okay. So I have another question. Will the it may not be all the time, but will the denominator for like problems like these with trig functions, will the denominator always be u
Yes.
for the ones with like trig functions like sine, cosine,
Yes.
and all that? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That'll help.
Okay. And then once you have it in that 1 over u form, then it's just the natural log of u plus c. And then we just need to plug in the tangent. All right, here's the next problem. So if we have x squared minus 14x plus 10 at the top and x plus 12 at the bottom, and we're trying to do u/du substitution, if you picked that top, x squared minus 14x plus 10, that would give you 2x minus 14. There's no way to make x plus 12 equal 2x minus 14. So unfortunately here, when the degree of the denominator is 1 less than the degree of the numerator, you have to do long division. So we need to divide x plus 12 into x squared minus 14x plus 10. So what are you going to multiply by x to give you x squared?
X.
So x times x is x squared. X times 12 is 12x. And then we need to subtract this row. So x squared minus x squared gives you 0. Negative 14x minus 12x gives you negative 26x. And then we're going to bring down our 10.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
And then what are you going to multiply by x to give you negative 26x?
$26.
Okay. So negative 26 times x. Negative 26 times 12. Anybody have their calculator out?
Yeah, say it again.
Negative
312.
26 times 12.
Negative 312.
Yeah.
And then we need to subtract this row. So negative and a negative would make that a positive. Negative and negative would make that a positive. So negative 26 plus 26 is 0. And 10 plus 312 would be 322. So then plus, no, you're going to write your remainder. So that's going to be plus 322 divided by x plus 12. So now what we have to do is we're going to integrate x minus 26 plus 322 over x plus 12 dx.
Ooh.
Now these first two terms, you're going to integrate them like we've been doing. So remember, you add 1 to your exponent, divide by that number. So what's 1 plus 1?
2.
And then divide by 2. And then minus 26. And then, of course, this is like x to the 0. So 0 plus 1 would be 1 divided by 1. And then you're going to break this 322 over x plus 12 up. So that's going to be like 322 times the integral of 1 over x plus 12. Do you understand how I could pull out that 322? It's just like a constant multiple. When you multiply the number times the integral, like we did in that one of the very first problems we did right up here with the 2 over x. Same concept. You can pull any constant number you can pull out in front of the integral. Everybody okay so far?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now we're going to do the u here is x plus 12. The derivative of x plus 12 would be 1 dx, and so that all matches up beautifully. So we have x squared over 2 minus 26x plus 322 times the integral of 1 over u du. And then you know that the integral of 1 over u
And
is ln.
Wait. How does 1 dx match up with the x plus 12? Maybe I just didn't hear you.
All right, so you're okay that the derivative of x plus 12 is 1?
Yes.
Okay, so that right there matches that right there. The 1 dx.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, that was just
It's all
a dumb moment.
good.
I just think.
And then you can just backsolve. Or not backsolve, but plug it back in. 26x plus 322 times the natural log of your u is x plus 12 plus c. You will not have many of those long division problems like that, but I wanted you to be aware, and that's, we're putting it all together here. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
I can't remember how many how many questions are on your quiz, but I changed the due date to April the 27th. I would hope that no one would wait a month to do it and get it done today. But April 27th just makes it easy for me to set all my due dates now for April 27th. Because some people can get to it today, some people can't get to it to next week. Everybody's got different circumstances. So we only have one more lesson after this. I'm going to be sad. We're going to have to just like make up a reason to talk.
All right, everyone here, same time at 2 for the rest of the year.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. I love
Sounds
it.
good to me.
So if you have questions, guys, please email me, reach out to me, call me. You are not bothering me at all. I'm here to help you.
is there a way we could like call you on Zoom so we could like show you what we're having trouble with?
Yeah. Let me just give you my personal cell phone number, and then you can like call me, and then we can jump on. That might be the easiest way.
Okay.
And if I don't answer you, it's probably because one of my kids stole my phone. But here's my cell phone number. It's 434-480-2046. And I have an iPhone. So
we could
if
just
you
FaceTime
have
me.
an iPhone and you want to FaceTime, that's fine.
Must be nice to have an iPhone.
Imagine having a well, never mind. I can't even say it.
Say it. Say it. You already started it. Say it.
No, I can't.
Ooh. Are you bullying me though? I can report you.
I mean, that's how bored I am.
Okay.
He does have the right to
All right,
lock him
guys,
up.
call me
He
anytime.
will get him.
Oh,
I'm going into a meeting at 3 o'clock with Ms. Swain and the rest of the staff. So is there anything, questions you want me to share with them? Anything you need me to
Yeah, I
ask
have a
them?
question. I've seen something about just like all classes going to pass or fail. Like, what is the likelihood of that?
So I think it's pretty likely, but it hasn't been passed with the VCCS yet. They're just saying that it's possible we will go that route.
Wait, what was the question?
So April asked that she heard that classes could be going to pass-fail. What was the likelihood of that?
What
I
does
don't
that
really
mean,
know the answer to that
pass-fail?
question.
What does that mean? Like, the teacher decides if we pass or fail?
No, so like as long as you're having a passing grade, you pass. Unless you have an F or a D or something like that.
Yeah, and then like, if that's the case, how would that like work for transferring credits?
I'm pretty sure it
and
doesn't
going-
affect the GPA. I'm pretty sure.
So your transfer credits never affect your GPA anyway? They just
I really don't
transfer as
care about my
credits?
GPA.
Huh?
I said I really don't
What,
care
April?
about my GPA at this point.
Well, they've never,
I
like
don't.
whenever you transfer credits, they never affect your GPA. So like if you're going to your four-year institution to get your bachelor's degree, when you transfer those credits, the only thing that is ever transferred is your credits. Your grades, they allow it to transfer, but it doesn't affect your GPA at your four-year institution, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Just make sure you have like a C or D.
Well, and another thing
not
is
even
we
D.
will give your numerical grade to your high school. So that would affect your GPA at your high school.
Have any of y'all schools like told y'all anything? Because Buckingham has told us nothing.
Zip. Nothing.
I mean,
So
absolutely
everybody is in
nothing.
the same uncharted waters, and there is a SUPS memo out there on the DOE website that you can read, where Dr. James Lane, who is the state superintendent, he has given options for the schools. I know that we're having a school board meeting this afternoon, and so at that point, we're going to talk about what our next steps are, but there are a couple of options. But for seniors, you may want, and I can email you the link to that memo if you'd be interested in reading it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it shows you all the options and things that'll happen, especially with seniors. But pretty much what I've gathered from it is if students can learn at home, that's one thing they can do. For the students that do not have the capability to learn at home, then they can go to summer school. There were 4 options. I can't remember them all, but those were the top 2 that, extend the school year next year.
Oh,
Which
no.
obviously that wouldn't affect you guys.
Oh.
That would just be for like maybe a 3rd grader who didn't get the last quarter of information.
Yeah, I still don't know how to read. So
Yeah.
And then I have another question.
Okay.
For symposium, I know they're talking about it doing virtually, like Zoom and stuff. And I know that like our connection may seem fine and whatnot, but sometimes on my end, like it lags and stuff, and like it glitches and whatnot. So I don't know how like the likelihood of that is, but like what are the other options they're talking about?
I have no idea. And if you have any suggestions, we are open to any ideas you have. Like if
I
you
think we
want,
should just
Go ahead.
cancel symposium and we just turn in what we like after we finish. Like we turn in our presentation and stuff and they can just grade it based off that instead of us presenting it because we
I mean,
already
like,
presented for the
I'd
midterm
rather
anyway.
I'd rather like do it online than actually like sitting or standing up on the stage, because like all we gotta do is just read it off our computer instead of like
True, but
memorizing everything.
I'm talking about the people. Like I don't have a problem with the internet. But I'm talking about the people that do have that problem. Like, and so what if they tell us that we have to do this on symposium? I mean, not on Zoom, and then they can't present. So I feel like it would just be easier if we all just turned it in, and then they just grade it based off that.
Yeah,
And then
like
I don't like.
it's also like a good idea, like if like you don't want to like read it out loud, just send it in, and if you do read it, I guess it's like extra points, extra credit or something. That'd be a good idea.
And then I don't like, because like we typically practice it and like we don't know if there's something wrong within our presentation or anything or how it might work out or anything, and I don't like that. Because
Wait,
like we
would
did.
So we're planning on doing a practice session.
Oh, okay.
So will we be presenting in front of like just the teacher or like a lot of people, like through online?
Well, we wanted to give your parents the opportunity if they wanted to join us and they wanted to watch your presentations.
How many people can get on one server of Zoom?
100, I think. 100 at a time.
At this point, the parents could just
That would be a mess.
straight.
Well, I was thinking about breaking it up by research class. So like
Yeah.
whoever's in my research class,
I wish I was.
our presentation would be at a certain time. Ms. Hamilton's would be at a certain time.
I like that idea.
Collins would be at a certain time. And if you want to watch a group in somebody else's class, you would just know to jump on to that Zoom when they present.
Yeah, that's
But
a good idea.
we submitted our paper and it was like 22 pages long. Insane. I hated it so much.
Oh, what about like the groups that haven't? Because I know B and I, we were still working. Like Hannah and I, we were still doing some of our project, but we never like finished it completely. So, like, what would we say if we were to present?
You would just say, like, did you finish your data? Did you finish collecting your data?
Well, we didn't really have any like number data. It was kind of just because it was kind of just looking to see if the grass would grow or not.
Yeah, it's just observational data.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same for us with the algae.
Well,
So
I guess something is better than nothing.
yeah, but then the second experiment we were doing, we were still waiting to see like if it would finally decompose in the yeast. We did like pieces of plastic and distilled water and then added yeast because we read an online like research group. And we were still trying to wait and see if it would, but I guess we can just say due to like the circumstances we were unable to finish
Absolutely.
that part of the research.
You're gonna have to roll with what you got.
Yeah.
Who's your research teacher, Jordan?
Miss Poland.
Email her and you can set up a Zoom time with her.
I asked her this morning if she could set one up with me, and she hasn't responded to my email.
Well,
in
I know
2 hours.
B and Hannah did it. I just couldn't get on because my Wi-Fi was so bad that day.
Yeah. She'll respond to you, April, because we have a meeting in 20 minutes, so she'll be getting on.
Okay.
And I'll tell her too.
Because I've been having, we did something within our, Mom, please take his toy away from him.
That's what that was. Okay.
Yeah, he has this really long toy with a bunch of squeaky sounds. No, you're not. Oh my gosh. And so we did something.
It's like, I want to be on the TV.
Yeah, it was wrong within it, and I asked her like what was going on, and she hasn't responded back. So I'm waiting on that, and hopefully she can explain it to me. And maybe even like, because it was with linear regression, and it was a low negative correlation, but the R squared number was positive, but the R number was negative. So I don't know if that maybe.
Did you take the square root of the R squared?
but that was still positive.
But it was a negative. It was a negative slope.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that.
Do you want to email me your data?
Yeah, I can.
Email me your data and I'll look at it.
Okay.
And you're trying to do a regression, a correlation?
Yeah, and we can only do it on the overall results because the individual container results just don't work with the regression.
Okay. I'll look at it.
Awesome.
And if you send it to me, I might just do it up in an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, I'll just send you the Excel spreadsheet because that's what we have it in.
That'll be beautiful.
Yep.
Cool.
Sorry, y'all. This is math class.
Well, I'm glad I get to see y'all.
I know.
Allie,
Stop.
you want to tell everybody
Stop
hi?
it.
I hear about you all the time. What you need?
Nia.
Who are you yelling at, Nathan?
All right,
My
guys.
Your
dog.
dog?
Bye.
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 Y'all want me to
Bye.
leave it open and I just leave?
Whatever you
How
want
do
to
you
do.
get rid of those backgrounds?
Wait.
Why is the Golden State Bridge?
How do you do the background?
Hey, Miss
Hey,
McClure,
Chris.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you? You missed calculus?
It's all right. I miss my other classes too.
I know.
Wait, how do you do the
So
background?
sad.
Maybe hit.
You go to
Keeping your
like
sister straight?
video. Did I download a package? What?
What is your reactions?
Oh.
Oh, what does a clap do? Oh.
How do you do that, Nathan?
You go like to video, like the up arrow, and choose virtual backgrounds.
Oh,
Oh.
fancy
Why is it on my
fancy.
He disappeared.
Oh well,
What's this?
now grass.
Oh, it's space.
Well, alrighty. Y'all have a good
And then what do I
one.
do? Like, where do I pick the virtual background?
I wish this was that. That's nice.
All I have is a none option.
Me too.
Really? I have like 4 of them.
I have 1, 2, I have 5.
Look at April. She on a beach.
I wish I was.
Hold on, maybe I can do a picture of something. My only option is to go to like my desktop stuff.
Oh, you can rotate your camera too. That'd be kind of nice. Hey guys, wait, am I actually like
I'm
upside
moving
Like, go
upside down.
upside down.
April, your head's floating.
Oh, this is how you know I'm bored.
Oh, you can hit touch up my appearance.
Where's that? I need that.
If you hit the up video thing and you choose video settings,
Oh, you can
audio. Oh, you can
Hey, yeah. There you go. She was the one that was barking.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
stop it. No.
I'm gonna have to find a cool background.
Apparently, you can add your own pictures too.
Yeah, I wonder
Um,
how you do that.
I
Take
can't.
this off.
I don't have anything other than the none option.
Are we good, Miss McClure?
Yeah, we're done. We're just playing around.
All right, thank you.
Bye, Tania. I'll miss you.
All right. Just
Oh, there's photos.
When is it, Mom? Well, I'm gonna do my Dracula project, so.
I still got to do that project. I haven't done it yet.
I haven't either. I'm gonna do my cat. Let's see if it works.
Did you say it was at 2:15?
Yeah.
Is that virtual as well?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, look, it worked. There's
That's
my cat, Alice.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I uploaded a picture and it shows Alice fun.
Well, I'm gonna log off, you guys.
Okay.
Bye, girl.
All right, bye.
Bye. I think I am too.
Miss McClure, when's
Well, I
your
gotta-
meeting?
Huh?
When's your meeting?
It's in 10 minutes on Zoom.
Oh. you
It's not like I
We'll leave
have
you
to
to that.
travel so far.
Yeah, you gotta
Kinda
get in the
nice to,
car
like,
and ride there.
Walk in the next room on your computer to get to your meeting.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Dylan's on here?
He is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's not.
Where? Oh, there he is. Hey, Gordo.
Nathan, why don't you like Reese cups?
Okay, first off, I hate peanut butter. So
Why do you
Really?
hate peanut butter?
I just don't like it, you know? I told her to get those white Reese's chocolates.
Oh,
Then-
I'm now the host. Wow. I'm now the host.
Nice.
Wait, is it still recording?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.